It is always in times of adversity that weak links in any system are exposed. These weaknesses were made perfectly apparent with the devastating floods we experienced in March. In any emergency, there is an expectation that decisions will be made quickly. These decisions are not unique or unusual. They are time-tested and proven to be the best given the situation. This is why it's so important to have elected officials who have real business experience before being elected. It is not a time to learn on the job or to take a poll to ask what should be done. We elect individuals to make those hard decisions and to manage our resources in times like this. This emergency was devastating and unique for many, but not unlike similar situations that happen all over the world on an all too regular basis. Our government has the responsibility to provide security for its citizens from threats, foreign or domestic, natural or man-made, with 9/11, major fires, tornadoes, and hurricanes, examples which cause great losses of life and property. The objective after any disaster is to return to normal as soon as possible, using money, manpower, and equipment to do this efficiently as possible. The chain of command is our governor, the legislature, the elected city officials, and those who are in a position because they have experience and contacts for managing problems from their life's work. This should be the only reason they were elected in the first place. Their job is to do what we would do in the same situation without having to ask permission. Politicians should win elections because they have done this in the past successfully, and not because of what they will do to appease special interests that funded their election. The most vital function providing coordination in making available these resources of equipment and labor is to solve these problems. Loans, grants, and charity are sources of needed cash that should be handled in the same way as any other business decision. Nebraska Strong, Flood Relief 2019 through our local banks and county extensions are coordinating these efforts and resources. They are making sure that the investment is used to eliminate or reduce future expenses and goes to those who really need it. Links to those resources are under contacts on my website. Everything needed is available to restore normalcy. It is simply needed to coordinate it so that the money and the resources are available to make that happen. This means our elected officials must facilitate contacts, lenders, and programs to restore normalcy and not to be a cheerleader. Gatherings should not be a pep rally or a long-term planning session with excuses as to why things are not getting done. No one wants that when their house is destroyed and have no food or water with their livelihood threatened. Rural Nebraskans are very independent, hardworking people with farmers and ranchers who are often too proud to accept charity. They are often very suspicious of bureaucrats who have little experience or background in handling business issues like how to make a community viable again. One of the most efficient, non-bureaucratic, practical approaches that are being coordinated is by our local newspapers. They will publish a list of needs and wants with contacts to make sure the distance between the two parties are as short as possible. Each community will appoint a coordinator so that the right assistance is delivered quickly. If these resources are coordinated by the local citizens, it makes us proud to live in no place like Nebraska. This is Keith Kuby thanking you all for helping us survive this disaster and for making the world a better place.